Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 10th, and we are now going to talk about our solar system. And at the end of this presentation, 4 people of you will get a gift. Okay, thank you for your patience. So first of all, I would like to explain you in short words our solar system with 24 panels which we have on top of the swimming pool. And we are using a lot of electricity which we now make ourselves, and we don't have to use everything from the grid. Before we started, the worst month was in January 2023, when we had used 584 kilowatt hours, and that was an amount of 8,539 Philippine peso. So in this month we had to pay 8,539 peso to the utility, which is a lot of money. But it was for all our houses, and that was the month we remember when we welded the scaffolding for the this one for the solar panels. That was a lot of welding in this month, which is clear. Now the last month, which is this one, May 2023, we were only using 192 kilowatt hours. Bravo! Thank you. And we only had to pay 2,754 pesos. So we saved a lot compared to the former figure, which was 8,500 something. But there's a but. And also, you remember in this month or the last weeks, we had many brownouts. All the lights went out, but only our facility here had electricity because of our solar equipment. So the but is, we have 2 units. One is for the daytime and one is for the night. For the night time, we charge in the daytime the batteries. We have 4 batteries there. We charge them in the daytime, and I go there and switch it off maybe at 11 o'clock. So that we use in the night only the power in the batteries to supply our houses. And in the daytime we have another unit, this one, which has 16 panels, and this is working together with the grid. And when the sun is shining, we supply electricity from the grid. So from this one, for the night, we are taking between 3 to 5 or 4 kilowatt hours per night. And from this one we are taking 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 kilowatt hours per day. It's different every day. Now, if there is a blackout in the daytime, automatically this unit switches to the battery power, and still the charger, when the sun is shining, still charges the battery, and the power comes from the converter into the houses. So it's all very convenient. Now, how do you know that there is a blackout? I will explain you, and this is why you get your gift now. This is what? Who knows what it is? This is a voltmeter. So with this unit you can measure the voltage. You get one, everybody gets one for your house. You put it in a prominent position, and now it's measuring 227 volts. Which means in this moment the electricity is coming from the grid. When there is a blackout, automatically this voltage is going down to 224, or in the worst case 220. So when you look at this thing and you see 224 or 220 volt or 221, then you know it's a blackout, which means the electricity is our own, which we provide our own. Automatically, when the grid is coming back, this goes up again, and the worst case I have measured so far was 248 volts, which came from the grid, which is rather high. That's why they have the problem, because they cannot tune the voltage in the grid here on Samal Island. So now you are aware, everybody gets a voltage meter. Eric, the first one is for you. You must later lend it for Peter when he's coming. Now we test the next second one. That's the next one. 227 volt. That's for you. I will give this. Now the next one for PG. Wow, 227. So now you know it's from the grid. When it goes down, then you know it's from our own solar system. And the last one is for the beautiful villa of Cassandra and Kevin. That's this one, 227 volt. So you put it somewhere where you can look at it. I mean, you don't have to look at it 24 hours and don't wake up in the night. But when you look at it, then you see everything is fine. The voltage is from the grid, or if it's lower, the voltage is from our electricity. So there's only one little thing which I would like you to be aware of, because in the night when the sun is going down, the electricity comes from 100% from the grid, because the battery is not yet working. This works later, maybe at 11 o'clock. So the time from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, we're using the electricity from the grid, which we have to pay. So therefore, only at 11 o'clock I switch it off to the battery, because when we use more from the battery, then the battery are overloaded. That's not good for the batteries. So what I mean is, in the time from 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock, I would like to ask you to not use too much electricity, not put on the washing machine or use the ironing or whatever you have, because then we have to pay for the electricity. And my target is to get this even further down, that we don't have to pay this 2,755, maybe only 1,800 or something. That's the target. So we can only work together to achieve this. So that was the end of my little presentation. Thank you very much for your patience. Bye bye.